In the next few lectures, you're going to deploy a Django application on the AWS EC2 instance. Once you deploy this Django Clinicals application onto AWS EC2, it can be accessed from anywhere on the internet. To do that, first you need a AWS account setup. If you don't already have a AWS account, go to aws.amazon.com, set up an account. It will take some approval time for that to happen, probably 1 day or less than that. You need to provide your card information. Your card will not be charged as long as you stay on the free tier. In this demo, we'll be using all the free tier resources that are available. So once you have an account, log into the console. If you click on this sign into console, it will prompt you for your AWS account ID and password. And once you log in, you will go to the dashboard and you will see all the services that are available. You can search for a particular service here. You can click on these services and you can start using EC2 service, which you will do starting the next lecture. So the steps you are going to follow are all documented in this document. You can download this file by going to the resources of this lecture or resources for the course itself. Once downloaded, the first step is to set up the MySQL database. AWS gives us MariaDB server, which is a tailored version of MySQL. It is just like MySQL. It is MySQL. You will be connecting on the same port. It is an open source version of MySQL. So the first step is to set up MariaDB, create a database required for our Django Clinicals application. Second step is to install the right Python version, the Django version, and then the MySQL client that is required for our Django application. The last step is to pull the Clinicals app from my GitHub. So it's already available. The Clinicals project is already available on github.com. Bharat Tipireddy is my GitHub ID /clinicals. We'll pull it and then we will launch the application once we do the migrations. Once we create the tables, there is a small security setup at the end that is required, which is very simple. We'll do that and then we'll be able to access the application running on AWS EC2 instance from our local web browser.